Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got another marathon by Duncan. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And it's another list of Duncan's favorites. So let's get into it here. Let's see. I love these because they're really broad, picks of just like Duncan's favorite music. There's not really a theme to it. So it's like, it gets really interesting. So it says here, hi Nick, try these tracks. It's a mixed bag. So here we go. The first one is the Pink Fairies that I've literally gotten to know because of Duncan. Thank you so much for the introduction. I can't wait to listen to more. It says, the first is the Pink Fairies and a track called "Waiting for the Ice Cream to Melt" from their 1987 album "Kill 'Em and Eat 'Em," when they reformed for a tour and album, kind of like Kill 'Em All, like Metallica, in '83, I think. The second track is a haunting track by Gary Numan. I wanted to do some Gary Numan with Alexia. Featuring his daughter on vocals. It's My Name Is Ruined from the 2017 album Savage. All right. The next one is from the wonderful Hue. It's their track Wolf Totem from their 2019 album The Jarek featuring Papa Roach. All right. Super different. The next one is Underland by Delain from their 2023 album Dark Waters. It's brilliant in my opinion. And then the last track is Four Non Blondes. It's called Train. It's from their 1992 album Bigger, Better, Faster, More. Most reactions are to What's Up, but they have more tracks, which are great. You're so right, Duncan. I know What's Up. I say, hey, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I love that. I'm gonna actually get to listen to some different Four Non Blondes, not just What's Up. So really, really cool. Let me set up the tracks and we'll get into the music. All right, here we go. Starting with the Pink Fairies. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you like the marathon, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And yeah, leave a comment, leave a thank you to Duncan if you like this, this set of tracks, and enjoy. Here we go with the Pink Fairies, Waiting for the Ice Cream to Melt. All right, let's go.
I got there at the moment that you that ain't fair. Left waiting for the ice cream to melt. Waiting for the ice cream to melt. Waiting for the ice cream to melt.
Yes. What a great solo.
This time of night, the strap's so tight. It's already started leaving the wells. What's with you and me? We only watch TV. Claim we're waiting for the ice cream to melt. 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 Waiting for the ice cream to melt.
Very good, man. Very dreamy, really cool. I love the solo, the way he built up the solo, just like with a couple of notes, and then he went full, like, I don't know. It was just really like, even though it wasn't really technical, it was really nice to listen to. Really, really good. I just looked at the timeline. So they're basically a 70s band and then nothing, right? Early 70s stopped. And then mid 80s again, one album stopped. Then mid 90s, two albums completely stopped until 2017, and then they've been, so there's the timeline is super bizarre because it's the same people, but they took like these really big pauses, these hiatuses, which, I guess it happens, but they've done, they've released a lot of material, but just very spread out, in 50 years. Really cool. And again, I always love their music. This is a very different cover with a wolf with a hat and a guitar. Usually they have, like little piggies on their covers, usually flying with wings, piggies with wings. Almost on all of them, like they're like, I know them for that. It's like their mascot, like Iron Maiden have like Eddie. They have a little piggy with wings. So I really like this music. It's really, really good, from England. And yeah, I mean, the way he constructed that, so it's not, I can't really explain, but it's just like from this really simple tremolo to really cool, like not very, like I said, not very technical or anything fast, but just the way he kind of like moved along and made it really interesting. I really like that. So yeah, the Pink Fairies. And this, yeah, it does remind me of Metallica. Even the cover, when I said Kill 'Em All, it also has the blood spatter. It's really, really cool. But yeah, this band, you know, I think they deserve way more listeners than they have. 13,000 monthly listeners. That's ridiculous. Like they deserve way, way more. But hey, you know, it is what it is, you know. If I look at the most listened to music right now, it's not gonna be pretty, you know. All right. So Gary Numan, let's check him out. So I think have I done anything by him? Okay, so this is the one that I want to do with Alexia, Cars. This is obviously, I think, one of the most famous songs by him. 112 million plays, but I'll wait until I'll do it with Alexia. So this is from Savage, and this is a lot. I mean, this is pretty new, 2017. Let's check out his newer music. I mean, this is an 80s, like he started literally like new wave, you know. So let's go here. My Name is Ruin. Here we go. Very different.
When they caught me broken, I knew. When they caught me evil, I knew. When they caught me ruined, I knew. I would always find my way to you. When I beg forgiveness, then you. When I beg for mercy, then you. When I beg for nothing, then you. I would always find my way to you.
Yes.
When I caught you poison, you knew. When I caught you shameful, you knew. When I caught you liar, you knew. I would always find my way to you.
Very cool. Very different. So different. I don't know a lot about, Gary Numan, but this early stuff, obviously, it's like some of it. This was so different. This reminded me even like more like of Rammstein, not obviously Rammstein is very heavy, but maybe something like Marilyn Manson, in that vein, but obviously not as heavy. So this is still industrial rock. I mean, this album, right? Electronic rock, gothic rock, or dark wave. I think dark wave is the best thing. I think it sounded very dark, the lyrics especially, and the music. And this is a concept album. It's really cool because the first one was Splinter, Songs from a Broken Mind in 2013, and this is now Savage, Songs from a Broken World. So this is a concept album centered around the bleeding of Western and Eastern cultures in a post-apocalyptic world that has become desertified as a result of global warming. Because when I looked at the cover of this, I was like, wow, this reminds me a little bit of Dune. All covered up and stuff. And very in a desert, of course. The songs are about the things that people do in such a harsh and terrifying environment. Numan stated in an interview, it's about a desperate need to survive, and they do awful things in order to do so. Sort of like Mad Max, I think. And some are haunted by what they've done. That desire to be forgiven, along with some discovered remains of an old religious book, ultimately encourages religion to resurface, and it really goes downhill from there. There was a really cool movie with Denzel Washington, The Book of Eli, and that was almost like in a very Mad Max-ish kind of society, and everybody wanted to get a hold of you know, the Bible, because that would put supposedly stuff back to normal, but it's just another form of control, you know. So really cool concept here, and really cool music. This is definitely something I would listen to, and it's obviously more techno infused this year. Really, really cool. Very different. So again, thanks for the reintroduction here to this. All right, so now let's check out. I've never heard of the Who. Not the Who as in the band The Who. It's spelled the Who as in HU, not WHO. So I don't think so. I'm checking here if I've done anything, and it looks like no. It looks like I haven't reacted to this band. But, you know, I've been wrong so many times. So let's check out this Wolf Totem by the HU. I'm just going to say the HU. And this is called the Garrick from 2020. So newer music. And I like that Duncan is even like introducing me to newer stuff. So let's check it out here. Let's go. There is. Wow. Very nice. Check out this band. Very good. Very, very good. So I had to laugh. I had to laugh because so there's this. So first of all, it was really perfect because from the dune, kind of like what I was talking about, from the like desert into the Gregorian kind of like territory of Gregorian chants. This is also very Dune. Like if you've seen the new movie, the music there is very kind of like goes in that direction sometimes. But so that was kind of funny, and also because I've done some Gregorian, I attempted some Gregorian singing on the channel in one video. It was hilarious. So, but it says here, so the Who, it says to, first of all, not to be confused with the Who, the band. Says the Who is stylized as the HU, pronounced as the Who, like the band, is a Mongolian folk metal band formed in 2016 in Ulaanbaatar, incorporating traditional Mongolian instrumentation, including the Murin Kur, the Tovsur, and throat singing. So that's why I was like, wow, this sounds like a like that, a lot of like this. The band calls their style of music Huno rock, a term inspired by the Xiongnu, an ancient nomadic empire based in Mongolia, proper known as the Hunu in Mongolian. Some of the band's lyrics include old Mongolian war cries and poetry in the Mongolian language. This was so much fun because it's so different, you know, from anything else I've done on the channel. I mean, I've done some stuff for Dave that is, you know, that goes really back into like the, you know, dark ages and the, you know, such music like Viking inspired stuff and, you know, Nordic, you know, into the Nordic mythology and stuff like that. But this is kind of totally different, you know, because Mongolian folk music, folk metal, that's, you know, something that I did not expect to react to. But hey, this is the stuff, you know. And then they did YouTube videos, so that would be kind of fun to pull Alexia aside and maybe show her some Mongolian music. She would be thrown off, I can tell you that. So, but this was really cool. The Gerek. I love this kind of stuff, you know. I really like original music. So, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. Let's see here. On 25th March 2024, British heavy metal band Iron Maiden announced that The Who would support them on their North American leg of their Future Past tour. On October 4th, the band released a cover of Iron Maiden's 1983 single The Trooper. I've played this song so many times. And even something here with Star Wars Jedi, something that I've played. Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. The Who's music is used in the 2 video games from Star Wars. So I've heard them before. I've played both of them. I actually finished both. Several of their songs can be heard during gameplay performing by the in-game band, the Agazar. These include Oh wow, yeah. So basically, in the game, it's pretty open world. So you can go to like a cantina, and you can switch the music that's playing on the radio. So you can put them on. That is kind of cool. I like that. We were all, it says here, we were all fans of Star Wars beforehand. We started watching the movies at such young ages, and we all wanted to be Luke Skywalker. The character of Luke gives us a desire to be strong, honest men. I love it. Very cool. So there you go. A little bit of trivia. And yeah, it sounds like music from a different planet. I love that all the music in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor sounded pretty like Alien. So just like this. So yeah, there you go. Maybe, Duncan, maybe you didn't know. And maybe you're not into video games, but at least check out a trailer. It's awesome. It's really good. All right. So the next I was going to say the next water. This is called Dark Waters from the band Delain. Underland is the track. Dark Waters is the album. The year is 2023. Let's check it out. And while we listen to it, we'll go on Wikipedia and check it out. Here we go. Ooh. Symphonic metal. Very cool. Very, very cool. So definitely, you know, symphonic metal here. They're from the Netherlands. And I saw, sometimes I switch to the camera just to see if everything's running. And I was like lagging. So I'm just going to cut the video here really quickly. And so the computer, we're getting a new computer, don't worry. And literally it's on the way. But let me just pause for a second and we'll continue with the next band. All right, I'm back. So I hope this is going to go flawlessly. But I want to talk about the band here for a second. This was really, really cool. I love the style. Delain. So they're from France. Oh, no. Okay. This is not. They are from the Netherlands. Zwelle. This is definitely symphonic metal. Really, really cool. And I love the harmony guitars. The whole, like, I love the style when it goes really into more like operatic, you know. And it's like it's like Epica. These bands, like, it's just I need more time to really get into the whole symphonic metal without it being progressive symphonic metal, because I've been into those bands like Angra and Symphony X, but those are just more like prog metal bands. This is more like when it's a female vocalist and it has that really symphonic essence to it. It's really enjoyable, but I have to get more into it. And the label, typical Roadrunner, Napalm, I love it. Very, very cool. Let me know what you thought of this. This was very cool. They obviously have some very cool videos on YouTube as well. And yeah, they're still going strong. So let's go see them, you know. This is a band I would definitely go see. I mean, imagine what you get in, I mean, the lighting, the fireworks, the music, it's just like very immersive kind of music. So this was really, really nice. Thank you for the introduction. And now we're going to go into something completely different. Oh, let me turn this off. Which is Four Non Blondes, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people know Four Non Blondes, and like Duncan was saying, for their song What's Up, but this is going to be different. Let's see what album, what was this, the same album as What's Up? Yeah, it was. Okay, so yeah, that one has, imagine that song has 1,129,524,944 plays. Imagine. That's how, like, the song was like really, really popular. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna do the first song of the album, and that is called Train, just like the train on the cover of this album. Bigger, better, faster, more. Reminds me a little bit of that band, the French duo Daft Punk. They have a song called I don't know, it was Bigger, Faster, Stronger, something like that. But well, let's check out Train, and this is also the last song of the marathon. Let's check it out. And somehow I feel all these songs are connected in some weird way. Maybe because at the beginning of the song you hear something. Wow, that was so different. So because I'm obviously used to WhatsApp and what's up. And this was awesome. This was like heavy. It had reminded me a little bit of what's that singer? Brain fart. Now, I've always thought that the singer Linda Perry had passed for some reason. Maybe that was just wow. So they disbanded in 1994, but I thought she had passed. That is so bizarre, man. She's still alive. She just left the band. Wow. I'm so like it's like a Mandela effect. Like I've always thought that they only did one album because the singer died, and I swear you not, people have told me this. No, the lead singer passed away. I mean, I see here. Oh, wait a minute. So lead guitar player. Wait a minute. Okay, she's also still alive. Everybody's still alive. It looks like somebody passed away, which is the drummer, Wanda Day. And maybe, I guess that's why people think that the lead, Linda Perry, passed away because of Wanda Day passed. That is so freaking bizarre. Like, I've never been so... If even I could get Alexia on record and say, why do the Four Non Blondes no longer sing? Oh, because the lead singer died. Literally, let me look up an article. Does everyone, let's see, think the lead singer of the band Four Non Blondes is dead? Okay, it filled it out. So, see? Okay, so no, the lead singer of Four Non Blondes is not dead, obviously. Now I know, after like 20 years or something. So here's why there might be some confusion. Four Non Blondes disbanded in the mid-90s while they had why they had their hit with What's Up. They were not a long-lasting. While they were a hit, they had a hit with What's Up. They were not a long-lasting group. And check this out: they still have 8 million, almost 9 million monthly listeners. They're literally, if they would come back, they could make so much money. But I mean, I guess they're still making a lot of money. It says here, Four Non Blondes disbanded in the mid-90s. They were not a long-lasting group. Okay, so that's one thing. Like, why are they not together? You know. And then Linda Perry's solo career. Perry has been more visible in the music industry as a songwriter and producer for other artists than as a performer in her own right. Possible misinformation, rumors or misinformation about celebrity deaths can sometimes circulate online, but in this case, it's incorrect. But this was before the internet. Like, I've always thought my entire life that, and I didn't even know her name, that Four Non Blondes singer had passed away. Crazy. And it even says here, WTF is up with Linda Perry. After nearly 2 decades as a one-hit wonder and behind-the-scenes hitmaker, the ex-Four Non Blondes leader wants to get back in the spotlight as an unapologetic guru. I mean, I hope so, man. You know, I hope so, because, I mean, they really killed it. So there you go. Today I learned something. Again, I learned something about Gregorian metal. I totally did not expect Gary Numan to be into like this techno, like dark wave. Really, really cool. Like I said, the Who, the HU. The Pink Fairies also a little bit different. Delain was awesome, symphonic brilliance, And then this 4 Non Blondes track was really killer. Totally different from the acoustic stuff. Really, really cool. What an album opener. Very, very cool. Let me know, everyone. Did you think, like, this is like a cool question. Did you have a fake perception that the 4 Non Blondes singer had passed? Because that's what I heard. I know, and I'm not confusing it with the Blind Melon singer or the singer from Alice in Chains. Those did pass away, unfortunately. But I thought for some reason that she had died. I'm going to ask Alexia what she thinks. But again, thank you so much for joining me on this. Thank you, Duncan, for putting this out. I really appreciate these, really rare mixes. Yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know what everybody else thought in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more. Alexia and I will go live tomorrow if you want to check it out on Friday the 20th. So if it's not Friday the 20th of June, then don't. But we will post. That's why I want you to subscribe so you can see when we go live, because we'll post it there. Again, thank you so much, and I'll catch you all in the next one.